in the final game of our age division. Carshield will be in the black jerseys, Caleb Hudson in goal. We're facing Florida Alliance. Coming off a shootout win earlier today, 5-4 with the shootout goal. Brandon did save all of the shootout attempts, let's say, and we scored on one. So ready to go with Berryman out. Berryman is out with Stanley and Pennington, Given and Lacoste. Berryman ties that up. The puck goes back in Florida's defensive zone. They push it up. Stanley gets it, dumps it in, and Pennington in on the forecheck. Puck played up, gets past Given. Florida in, shot. Caleb with a good save. Lacoste there. Up to Shiloh. Down low, Brock on the forecheck. Florida comes out the other way. Now they come to the neutral zone. Get along the wall. And everyone goes for a change. Springer on, Barth on, Kaiser on. Florida takes it in. Ridgway turns him away. Rawls there. Up along the boards. And goes to the center. Shot. Huddy kicks that out. Another shot. Huddy puts it to the corner. Barth puts it up the wall. Kept in by Florida. They go to the middle of the ice. Poked away by Kaiser. He goes into two guys. Now he pokes that away, and he's going to dump it in. And Springer in after it. Florida plays it up the wall. Now it comes to Barth. Slides off his stick. Florida goes in. Blaine back. Pushes this guy wide. Now takes him into the wall. Being held. Pickering got dumped. Barth hacking at it. That comes to the point. They go D to D. Shot wide. Pickering after it. And he goes around the net. Stops. Goes the other way. And he heads out of the zone. Now it stalls on him. He finds Blaine. We're on a change. Blaine gets it knocked away. And guy is down low. Now Blaine gets it. Tries to dump it out. That completely came out. Pitcher pushes his guy down. He's going to flip it around the other side. Blaine over to get it. Now it goes back below. Play to the front. Pitcher knocks that away. Schultz over to get it. He's got it. Stick handles, finds Pitcher. Pitcher gets the line, gets it deep. He and Flogger in after it. Flogger gets it, but then Florida grabs it. And they play it up, hits Schultz's stick. Then comes to Given at center ice. He's going to flip it forward, but not hard enough. Schultz ties a guy up. It goes back to Given, who goes high to Lacoste. And Ben will have to reset. Chips the wall, comes out to the point. Now they go soft pass to the half boards. Now back out to the point. Bad shot. Over to Schultz. Gets a stick lifted. Given. Puck still doesn't come out. Now they backhand it. And Caleb sucks it up. Slow start for Carshield. As Barth hops on with Simpson and Miller. Ridge and Rawls. Puck went back by Florida. JR on the forecheck. Hits Rawls. Barth pushes through, gets it out of the zone. Gets tied up. Gets a stick knocked out. And Florida gathers. Barth forces them back. Now they come to center ice all the way through everybody. They wave it off, even though it's unclear who it hit. Ridgway back. Rawls tries to come away with it. Now he's in a stick battle. Up to JR. JR chips to Barth. He and Miller go forward. He goes wide to Miller. He gets tangled up with a player. He stops, comes back the other way. Up the wall. Guy plays it to himself. Now they go forward. And they go wide. Blaine is over there. Puck shot in. Hit a stick. Caleb gloved it. Forwards are changing. Berryman back out with Stanley and Pennington. Pickering Schrader stay. Puck went over to Blaine. He's going to backhand it to Pickering. He's got two coming at him. He hits it up the glass. Brock takes the man. Berryman goes backward with it. Now finds Pickering. He's going to find Blaine. He's going to find Shiloh. He's going to find Brock, who gets checked. And Shiloh had it pop up in his chest and it got knocked away. Now they go back, play it forward, try to go to the middle. Brock breaks that up. Now Berryman chips it in. Shiloh in after it. Comes up the wall, past Berryman. Pickering's got to stick out and just hack at it. It goes back in the offensive zone. They go D to D. Pickering in center ice, now to Blaine. Blaine pushes up to Shiloh. It bounces on him. They get it. Blaine stops it. Tied up in center ice. Now Florida's going to turn around and reset. Backhand to the middle. Guy chips through. Barth there, enough to get the stick. Florida comes back. They bang it down low. Blaine down low. Now it comes to the middle. Barth turns that away. He's going to chip it up the wall, and Brock has some space, and he's going to go forward. He gets it, dumps it. Springer on. Kaiser's coming on. Barth stayed on the forecheck. Now Barth pushes it forward. Springer after it. Now Barth grabs it. Comes around the back of the net looking for somebody. And I guess the net's off maybe? Well, it would help if they put the pegs in because the pegs are just hanging there. Oh, look what we found. We didn't go check the goal and put the pegs in. Well, if you're the goalie, aren't you just going to let them be so you can push it off? Barth to the dot. Florida wins it round. Springer there on the wall. Turns away from the wall. Leaves it for Kaiser. Now it goes down in the corner for Barth. Barth comes around, finds Kaiser. Shot high on the goalie. Makes a chest save. Out to Given. He gets chipped. And we got one in on Ben. Shot. Hits a standard. Goes back to the middle. Finds Kaiser. Now Springer. Springer's going to get the line. Shoots it in on goal. Goalie parries it. And we're going to get a face-off out of that. So nice job there. As pitcher will hop over with Flogger and Schultz, Ridgway and Rawls. Puck tied up. Schultz kicks it. Now it goes behind the net. He's after it. Now it comes up the wall. They go to the middle. Ridgway backs in. Guy chips him. Ridgway takes the man. Goes to the corner. Now it hits a leg off Caleb's pad and he covers. So face off to Caleb's right. Pitch to the dot. Now they throw Mike out for some reason. Schultz wins a face-off, and Florida gets it. Then it goes forward. Flogger gets checked in the head. Oof, that was vicious. That goes wide. They go D to D. And then they go wide. Schultz on the forecheck. Played up. Pitcher has space. He can't find Schultz. Now Flogger's there. He's going to chip to himself. Flogger's in. Shoots wide. Schultz down low to Flogger. He pushes forward to pitcher. Pitcher surveying. Finds Rawls. Rawls back to pitcher. Gets knocked off his stick. He pushes down low to Schultz. Schultz puts the shoulder down. Leaves it for pitcher. Now it comes out. Rawls has to back out. Guy gets his zone just by himself, still skating by himself, loses the puck. Now it hits pitcher. Pitcher takes the man. Oh, that's horrible. That is brutal. Florida goes forward. Chip to the middle. And a goal. So Florida scores. Won't have to serve the penalty, but it goes on. The sheet. Miller on the face-off. Springer Simpson gets played down low. Pickering after it. Played down low. Pickering there. Player comes off the wall with it. Hacks it to the front. Now it comes sidewall. Miller gets his guy up against the wall. Pickering got hit so hard his helmet came off, and they actually called it. The officials are chatting, trying to figure out what they want to call. Stanley, Pennington, Berryman hop on, given Lacasse. Still talking. Well, he wouldn't lose his helmet if he didn't get hit in the head. So they're going to eject him for the headshot. So that's a 5-minute penalty. Again, if we score, the penalty continues. Florida's trying to figure out who's going to serve here. Looks like number 7 is going to be the unlucky victim who has to serve the 5-minute penalty. All right. Berryman back to the dot. Lacoste given. Nope, still waiting. Coach is still yapping. Well, Vinny Lecavier over there. Now we're ready. Thumbs up from the official. Berryman to the dot. One back to Given. Given down to Berryman. Now we'll get it set up. Berryman shoots, scores. So again, the power play will continue. Nice high shot there from Berryman. So this group will stay on. Given gets it. Gets the line. Berryman grabs it again. He's got space. He's going to shoot. Gets blocked. Goalie sticks out the pad. Makes a nice save. Puck popped up in the air, I guess, into the netting. They were all just staring at it. So we'll have another face-off. Rawls and Ridge are going to hop on. Berryman stays. One back to Ridgeway. Ridgeway shoots low, paddle save. Goalie sucks it up. Pennington comes away with it, leaves for Ridgeway. Now it gets played down, and they're on a 2-on-1 break. Pass sideways. Pennington grabs it. He's going to turn as he's hooked. He's going to get the line. Gets pushed against the boards. Now it comes out to Ridge. Ridge moves it quickly to Louie. Louie's going to turn. Resets. Over to Berryman. Berryman finds Louie, but just out of his reach. Shiloh loses his stick. Shot high again to Ridge. Ridge shoots, tapped in front. Now it's in Pennington's skates. Stanley over to get it. Comes out to Ridgeway. Ridgeway finds Rawls. He plays it down low. Stanley there. Stanley looking for Berryman off the wall. Finds Berryman. Finds Ridge. Oh, his momentum was going the other way, and they end up with a breakaway. Player in, shoots. Caleb saves, but the second guy coming through with the goal shorthanded. Oh, that's a brutal one. Still have 3:18 left in the power play. Shorthanded goal given up. Barth on with Kaiser and Springer. Schrader and Pickering. And Kaiser back to Pickering to Springer. Springer finds Kaiser. He gets the zone. Tries to find Barth. And that breaks out. Guy tries a toe drag. Blaine breaks that up. Now Pickering grabs it. Has time. Now he's skating up. Sidesteps. Finds Springer. Springer goes in. Hopefully he goes in further behind the net. Looking to set it up. Now finds Barth to Blaine. To Pickering. Back out to Blaine. Blaine's going to shoot. Tipped wide, I think, by a defenseman. Now Springer behind the net. Tries to find Kaiser, and it gets tipped away. Pickering there. He's going to whip it down low. Springer to get it. Back out to Blaine. Blaine to Pickering. Pickering, one-timer backing up. Didn't have a good angle. Now they chip it up the boards and play it out, and Pickering's there to get it. Pickering goes forward. Pickering's by himself, shoots wide. Oh, they changed to forwards, and now it's a free exit. Guy cuts to the middle. Still in the middle. Flogger knocks it away. Still battling. Pitcher there. He gets the zone, chips his guy. He's in. Bouncy puck. Shot wide. Schultz now given. It gets knocked somehow. Schultz bangs it down to pitcher. He's going to grab it from behind. Pitcher gets dumped. Schultz there. Two of them battling. Pitcher will get up. Given. Oh, boy. Now over to the wall. Pitcher turns. Finds Flogger. He gets knocked off the puck. Comes the other way, and they flip it out. Given goes down to get it. And they break out. Given finds Flogger. Flogger has to stop. Everyone has to stop with him. Flogger battling to get the puck back. Nobody's happy with the officiating. 44 seconds left. Back to Ben. Flogger there. Puck chipped on him. Now it goes the other way. Schultz in a foot race. Forecheck, knocks it away, but no one's following up. Fleur's going to flip it to the middle. Now pitcher gets it to Flogger. So Cooper apparently is getting a misconduct. We haven't even seen what he did. Puck played to the side. Otto chips, makes it to center ice. Shot in, goalie sucks it up in the crest. So Cooper's in the box for 10. Flogger's in there for 2 with him. Oh, just watching what they happened to Cooper. That's a brutal call. Nowhere near the guy's head. Officials losing control quickly here. Cooper got him in the shoulder, in the chest. The kid fell backward. So Florida's going to break out. They're on a power play now. They cut to the middle. Louis does a good job of tying his guy up. Simpson finds the puck, gets it out. Miller there, chips it forward. Now Florida's going to go back the other way. Miller breaks that up, comes out of the zone. They go side, middle, side. Nice save by Caleb. They get the puck back. Shiloh and Berryman on. Shot low. Blocker save right into the glove. Oh, no, he parried it into his own glove, Dad. Pickering and Schrader on. Berryman and Pennington stay. Shot through, wide. Pickering over to get it. Berryman out, 12 seconds. He's just going to chip and go. Two headshots on one play. He did. As we come back, Flogger will be in the penalty box for 13 more seconds. There's no penalty on the clock, even though they had their arm up. So this will be interesting. They still can't figure out what they're going to call. Caleb heads down. So it looks like one will go to the box. They got away easy there. Their two kids had the same hit. Only one gets a penalty. No head contact there, even though they hit him in the head, as opposed to ours where he hit him in the chest. Flogger still serving for 13 seconds. Pitcher and Springer. Pickering. They still don't have the penalty on the board, so we had 2 seconds go off ours. We'll see if they reset that. Yep. Now we're waiting for, presumably, them to put 2 more seconds back on our penalty. Instead of just making their other penalty a minute and 98 or a minute and 50. There we go. Now we're ready. Maybe. We'll see. What's the problem now? No one knows. Now the coach is back coaching the kid in the penalty box. That's amazing. Back around to Pickering. Up to pitcher. Slides on him. He gets the zone. Flogger out. He's going to join. Pitcher low. Springer misses net. Out to Pickering. They find Pickering. They go forward. He chips. Goes around. Stops. Pickering shoots. Wide. Blaine goes to get. I guess it hit the standard or it hit something. Pitcher hacks at it in front. Goes what? Now it goes down low. Now to pitcher. Out to Pickering. Shot in the gut. So this group stays on. Puck tied up. Springer grabs it, plays it back to Pickering. He looks, sidesteps one. Puck stops on him. Now he goes back. Goes down low to Springer. Back out to Pickering. Pickering shoots off a stick high into the netting. Miller and Pennington and Stanley going to hop on with Given and Lacasse. Given up the wall. Back to Given. He stops it. Sidesteps one. Goes down low. Shoots high. Blocker save. Although I think it was going wide. Now Florida rims it around. And they chip it out. Lacasse back to get it. Goes D to D. Hops on Given. Finds Miller. Miller chips. Still in his skates. They're all three standing there. And it hits Pennington on the way out. Now Shiloh breaks that up with the stick. Now it gets out and the penalty's over. We're on 5-on-5. And Stanley hits it at Brownie. So we'll reset at center ice. Miller, Stanley, Pennington, Lacasse, Given. One back to Lacoste. He dumps it in. Pennington on the near side. Heads to the puck. Stanley comes out with it. Finds Miller, but can't quite get there. So it gets poked away. And, a sidestep shot in. Blocked. Given pushes it. It goes back behind the net. Given ties that up. He's going to come away with it. Sidesteps one, pushes it to Stanley. It's funny, the Florida player was complaining and he made the check. Puck comes around the boards. Ridgway halts because something down in that corner, maybe the Zambo door, is making some weird bounces. Kaiser down low. Oh, goes across the middle to Miller. Played down low. Now Springer after it. Down low to Kaiser. Pushes it back around. Springer tries to get it. Ridgway shoots. There's a traffic. Kaiser puts it on goal and it gets popped in the head. Again, no head call. As he had shot and the guy just came from the side and went through him. Springer tries to find Kaiser and just bounces on him as he's trying to one-time it. Springer puts his man in the boards. Now it comes back out. Louis tied up. Springer's going to grab it. Shot in. Ooh. One of those where the goalie gets it with the paddle, and the paddle goes backward a little bit, but it was right in front of his pad. So Barth to the dot. Springer, Kaiser, Ridgway rolls. One back. Ridgway shoots wide. Springer over to get it. Rimmed around. Oh, it hits the kid's stick and comes to center ice. Louis had the wall sealed, but it just got enough of it to pop it into center ice. Now they reset, go up the wall. Guy tries to chip Ridgway. Ridgway finds Barth. Barth's going to skate wide. He has Springer on the near side, kind of alone if he can find him. Gets knocked away at the last minute. Pickering and Schrader on. And Blaine pinches. And that's in, I guess, offsides. Didn't look like it quite went over the blue line, but I guess so. So pitcher is going to hop over with Simpson and Flogger. Pickering and Schrader stay. Pitcher wins the faceoff. Puck gets pushed forward. Blaine gets position. He gets it. Pitcher hacks at it, gets it forward. Flogger on the forecheck. Florida goes D to D. Now they go D to D again. Pitcher tries to catch it. Kid pushes it forward to himself. Now pitcher. Now Flogger. Now it gets pushed to the wall. Pickering's going to pinch. Goes past him. JR's there. Guy heads in. Blaine's there. Blaine stands him up. Flogger. Yep, hook on JR in the head. The guy just looked at it. Everybody going to change except Mike, who's down low. He's looking for help. Finds Brock. Brock shoots. Goalie with the paddle save. Now it's back out. Brock goes down low to Shiloh. Pitcher's still out there. They switch. Now it gets chipped out. Given back to get it. Pitcher goes for a change. Brock gets the zone. Your coach tell him get it deep. Berryman there. Brock gets his own. Oh no. Pass out to center ice, and they were changing. Given. Enough pressure where the kid whiffed the backhand wide. Now they play it in front. A lot of stick holding by Florida. Pennington turns, hacks it up the boards. They fling it up. Hopefully, they wave it off. Good. Berryman has Stanley, finds Stanley in front. He's got it on the wrong side, and Pennington scores. So a good clearance up the ice by Ridgway finds Berryman. Berryman finds Stanley, who got it on the backhand, tried to move it to the forehand, and Pennington followed up and put it in the back of the net. So Berryman to the dot. They go D to D. Now go to the center. Now they get the zone. Ridgway breaks that up. And he chips it enough but not out. And it goes down into the corner. Now they come to the middle. Shot way high. And Stanley over there bumps the guy. Florida gets a puck back. They got a kid wide open, but it's bouncy on him. He's going to shoot anyway. Hits the glass. Comes the other way. Goes into the corner. Now it gets rimmed around to Ridge. Ridge takes a hit, pushes the puck. Now goes back the other way. Back out to the point. They backhand it. Ooh. Down low. Berryman there. Puck comes out the other way. Now they go back. Now they're going to come out from behind. Looking for the guy in the center. Caleb gets the pads together. And that is it. Confused why Cooper's not coming out of the box. We've had 8 minutes and 2 minutes. So that's 10. So Barth to the dot. Gets intercepted. Pickering breaks that up. They find Springer. Springer goes wide. And they chip it forward. Springer heads in. Goalie's going to cover. That's got him. Chipped up the wall. Now it goes behind. They break out. They intercept. Pulls. Well, the kid with a shot. He had an open shot, and then he pulled it between his legs. He circles. It's knocked away by Kaiser. Goes down low. No way. No. So Cooper is going to end up spending a lot of time in the box because the officials told him the wrong time. Horrible. Shot. Shot blocked. Can't get it out. Pass across. Puck across. Now it comes down. Shot wide. And it's all the way down. Icing. Face off. Back to Given. To Stanley. Forecheck for Miller. Given there, pinches. Now to Miller. Now it's cleared. Berryman clears. Gets a corner. Shoots. Oh, nice blocker save. And she let the extra time run off the clock, so Cooper gets to come out. So Cooper ended up spending 10 minutes in this period, a couple minutes in the last period. So Berryman, Miller, Stanley, Given, Lacasse. Berryman wins it forward, grabs the puck, tries to find Stanley. That gets broken up. Puck goes to the middle. They find Brock, but it slides off his stick. Guys just skating around. Now there's someone wide open in the middle, and Caleb makes the save. I'm not sure how we missed him. He's the biggest kid on the ice. And Berryman's just going to ice it to relieve the pressure. I think there was a whistle. So face off to Huddy's left. Pitcher Schultz, Flogger, Ridge, and Rawls. Tied up. Flogger comes away with it. Now Schultz grabs it. He's going to head forward. He leaves it. Oh, got it tied up and then got it knocked away. Now they head out. Wide. Shot in. Caleb makes the glove save as Ridgeway's sliding into him. Puck tied up. Goes to the wall. Ridgeway. Rawls. Rawls hard off the board. Fisher hits it. Now Schultz tries to find pitcher. Oh! Pitcher out of the air. Gets it on net. But hits the Florida Alliance symbol. So we're going to play musical dots and move over to this side. Pitcher to the dot. Puck one. Flogger hacks it into the corner. Schultz in after it. He's going to get the angle. Finds Mike. Mike turns away from the pressure. Now it comes out the other side. And they head out. They dump it in. That should be icing. Carcio goes for a change. Berryman to the dot. Stanley, Pennington. Pennington comes away with it. There's a hot mess in front there. No one could get the puck. Noah stops it. Now Brock. Brock pulls. Now goes back around to Noah. Noah finds Pennington. One-timer just off the heel. The stick goes left. Shiloh and Brock cycling. Brock's still down there. Now it comes out the other side. Shiloh intercepts it. Oh, found somebody. Now a shot. Pushed away by the goalie. He gets spun around. Now Blaine. Shiloh again. One-timer. Goalie pushes that away. Out to Pickering. Got a hold. Now they find Brock. Now they can go. Leaves for Blaine. Blaine gets tied up. Now he pushes it forward. Down to Brock. Springer helps. Comes up the wall. Blaine pinches, gets it, pushes it back down. Got some parents in front, so I can't quite see. They're just tied up along the wall. Joe's getting some video. Now it's paved forward. Now Florida comes away with it. Played out. Blaine gets it with the glove to Barth, who gets it with the glove. They push it in. Barth stops. Finds Kaiser. Kaiser kicks it. Gets popped. And shot on goal. So 1:39 left in the second. Ozone faceoff. Bar Springer, Kaiser, Lacasse, and Given. Puck one. Springer. Oh, tries to go across to Kaiser. Puck gets deflected up. Now along the wall. Now it goes back around. And up the wall. They're going to chip and break out. Given backs in. He goes to the puck. And it goes to the middle. And Huddy with the stop. So Ben had done enough to kind of disrupt the kid's stick. Given got over and pushed it away. Tied up along the boards. Now Florida comes away with it. They go back down low. Barth to get it. Barth comes away with it. Ooh. Goes to the middle, then backhands. Now Springer backhands it out. And Florida's just going to whip it back in. Puck to the wall. Guy loses his stick. Now it gets rimmed around. Springer's in a foot race. Florida player over, grabs it. Plays it up the wall. Springer turns. Now they head out the other way. Gets in the zone. Barth there. He pushes. Player stops. Barth pushes him up against the wall. Simpson and Miller on. Pass across. Kid goes wide. Shot in, and Otto got enough of it that it had fluttered right into Huddy's glove. So Berryman joins Miller and Simpson. One by Berryman, out. Not out of the zone, down the wall. Ridgway comes with it, finds Simpson. Simpson, Berryman, buzzer goes. So after 2-2 is our score. Start of the third. Pitcher Schultz, Flogger, Ridgway, Rawls. 2-2 is our score. Goals by Berryman and Pennington. Schultz and pitcher go forward. Now it's in the zone. Rimmed around. Up the boards. Now out to Rawls. Rawls chips the boards. Now pitcher puts it back in. Ridgway lifts his stick. They get the zone. Kid tries to chip it. Now Schultz is going to go. He gets wide. Leaves it for Flogger on his backhand. Jack's still hacking at it. Defense was changing. And so they're going to break out. Wall's over there. Puck across. Now pitcher. Pitcher's going to push it forward. Now it gets knocked off his stick. Now it comes back out of the zone. Goes D to D. Over to the near side. Now they come to close. Now it hits Flogger's skate again. Now banged off the wall. Pickering's going to grab it. And he's going to find Schultz, who's just going to shoot it in high. They're going to play it. He had a little more ice. He was supposed to change. But either way, here we go to the center ice. The guy gets around Barth, flips it in off Blaine's head, it looked like. Blaine goes back to get it, up the wall, finds Springer. Springer with a good stick, makes him pay it backward. Shot, high, wide. Kaiser to get it. He's going to flip it out. And Blaine was up, knocked it away, and Barth back to get it. Barth plays over to Kaiser. Gets a good angle. Kaiser gets the zone, gets rubbed off. Now it's going to come the other way. Guy's in behind Blaine, but Blaine gets a piece of it. Now it gets knocked away. Barth, slides off his stick. We had this in the first game where the ice just got really bad in this third period. Guy skates in, gets around 2. Now he trips Pickering. Well, he caught Pickering's leg in between his on purpose. And is chipped out, and that's going to go down. They wave it off. Simpson on with pitcher and Miller. Guy comes in with a head of steam through everybody. Still gets wide, shoots. Good save by Huddy. He's going to cover it. We parted there a little bit and just let him skate right through. Puck one to the side. Pitcher, Lacoste. Lacoste falls down. Now Simpson gets pushed up against the wall. Florida comes away with it, slides it to the middle. Guy turns, whiffs on it. Miller battling. Puck goes to the wall. Guy pulls it. Pitcher there. Now they play it back. Lacoste there. Still working. The kid comes away with it. Off the wall. Miller gets it with the skate. Plays it forward, not quite out. Now it's played back in. Lacoste just has a guy tied up. The guy just tackles him. Puck is somewhere under Caleb. So Berryman hops over with Shiloh and Brock. Ridge and Rolls on D. Puck one back by Florida. Shot in. Huddy would save. Puck one. Shiloh gets a piece of it. Not out. Dumped back in. Now Shiloh gets another piece. Berryman gets it out. He's on the forecheck. It's a slid off his stick. The guy comes in near side, dumps it in. Bouncy. Bounces past Caleb wide. Comes the other side. Now Ridgway to Rawls. Rawls up the boards. Brock up the boards. Berryman in a foot race. He had Shiloh but couldn't quite get there. Now Shiloh gets it. He's going to head in. Hits the zone. Neck guard flapping. in the front and just tipped wide. Puck over to Ridge. Ridge shoots, hits somebody in front, may have been Berryman. It comes to the near side off the skate. Ridgway knocks that away. And Shiloh digs deep, pushes it down low. Net guard still flapping. And Florida turns around, comes out with it. Pitcher on, finds his stick. He tries to make a move and goes the other way. And Blaine and Pickering back in. Gets knocked away. Guy coming in. Pitcher gets enough. Now it's in skates. Now it comes the other way. Brock, good stick, finds Pickering. Knocked around. Kid comes up the wall. Schultz gets a piece of that. He gets it out. The zone, dumps it in. Pitcher in to get it. Pitcher's going to come away with it. He gets stood up, pushes through the guy who loses his stick. Cooper over to get it. He turns. Plays it around. Pitcher. Now gets intercepted, goes the other way. Now it comes to the middle. Knocked away by Gibbon. Now Flogger gets it. Now he's trying to get it over here to Pitcher. Now he's just going to dump it in. They wave that off somehow. And it gets rimmed around. Played out. Lacoste gets it. Flogger ridden off the puck. Hits a kid in the Florida Alliance symbol. Now they dump it in. And we reset. Lacoste chips it up. Doesn't come out at all. Shot through. Chipped in front. Gibbon turns. Can't quite get it to Lacoste. Gibbon just takes the man. Lacoste takes the puck. He's up to Schultz. Schultz bangs it. Doesn't come out. Shot through. Huddy with the save. Barth the dot. Played in. Huddy's going to cover it again. A kid goes flopping over Huddy. Someone could put the Blues score in the chat. Hudson really wants to know what it is. Ridgway finds Springer, and he's heading out with Kaiser. Pass behind him. Kaiser turns, resets. Now turns again. Gets taken down. Now Florida goes back the other way. They go D to D. They get the zone. They chip it in. Rolls in after it. He chips it back to Ridgway. He wins the reach battle. Now Florida gets it, shoots. Right into Huddy's glove. Barth. Kaiser. Springer still. Ridge and rolls. Puck at a mass of skates. Now they come away with it. Miss the kid on the near side. Rolls over there. Takes the man. Going to rim it back around. Ridgway pushes at it. Now it squirts out. Now it comes to the middle. Springer doesn't quite get the puck, but he faked the guy out enough. He didn't get the puck. Now Kaiser's in. He shoots. Wide. Barth in to get it. He gets there first. He turns. He's looking for someone in the middle. Now he comes back out to Blaine. Blaine whiffs, or fakes, whichever you want to call it. Now it's kicked. Now Kaiser, shot on goal. The goalie just puts down his paddle and it bounces off. It comes up to Kaiser. Florida breaks out. Now Barth has it. He's going to go. He's going to take the space, chip it in. Springer goes for a change. Simpson Flogger on. And it's shot in softly, and the goalie covers. So Miller will join. 2-2 is our score. 6:48 left in the third. Puck one wide, and Flogger skates. Now it's chipped up. Lane keeps it in. Flogger battles for position. It goes past him. He goes back behind the Florida goal. They go off the wall. Now up the side. They turn. Flogger gets it. All three forwards in the same spot. Now it goes down low to Miller. He gets pushed up against the boards. Puck comes off. Florida's going to break out. Passes through. Gets by Pickering. Kids in. Pickering long stick. Knocks it away. And tries to send it around. Then it's set. Now shot through. Tip missed wide. Miller over to get it. Goes off the wall. Pickering there. Puck kept at the blue line. Shot. Wide. Over to the wall. Puck comes through. JR gets it. Puck to the middle. Kid catches it. Tries to shoot it out of the air. Miller there. Now it pops up again. It's on the side of the net. Now it's shot out. Shot way high. Pickering over to get it. Need a clearance of some kind here. Pickering does. And everyone goes for a change. Brock, Shiloh, Berryman. Shot in. Goes wide. Given there. Gets run up against the boards. Shot. Hits a skate. Goes wide. Over to the far side. Shiloh battling. Kid just took a nosedive. Shot in. Bin with a nice dive. Now it's loose. We can't get the puck. Shot. Caleb with the save. He's got it covered. Oh, a little love tap from the Florida player at the end. Caleb had it covered. So Berryman to the dot. Puck tied up. Now they come away with it right in front of the goal. Kid shoots and misses again. I think it's the same kid who missed high and right the first time. Puck squirts out. Stanley in a foot race. He's battling. Can't quite get the puck. Now he's in the zone. Now they come out. Knocked away by Given. Shiloh's going to chip, and he's 2-on-1 with Brock if he can get the puck. Tries to find Brock. Brock just can't get around. Now Shiloh shoots high. It's loose. Now it comes all the way out. Rawls puts it wide. Shiloh with the tip. Doesn't get redirected. Now it's going to come out to Given. Given's going to shoot it right back in. Goes wide again. Brock over to get it. Comes to Rawls. Rawls is going to have to reset. He's on with Given. Pennington. Oh, loses it. Now it comes up. They're back. Guy walks through. High shot goes wide. Now it's down low. Pennington stuck out there. Shot. Hits Pennington. Hits something. It goes wide. Pitcher loses the puck in the D zone. Louis tries to play it up. Now it comes out to the D. Shot. Hits a leg. Ridgway back to get it. Bangs it up the wall, but misses Schultz. Now back to Ridge. He goes high. Kid kicks it. Comes back to Ridge. Tied up along the wall. Now it's going to come the other way. Louis has it. Goes high off the glass. Doesn't get past the D-man. Pitcher goes in, sidesteps, gets the puck, plays it down the wall, gets rubbed off. Now it comes to the middle. Now they're in 3-on-2. They go wide. Dropped. Flogger's going to come away with it. He's got Schultz and pitcher coming. Flogger's going to, I think he tried to go backhand and a stick turned over on him, because he just hit it completely sideways. Pitcher there. Now the puck goes backward. Now it goes back around. Gets chipped to the middle. Pickering comes out of the zone. Now to Pickering. Finds Schultz. Schultz chips it in. They go for a change. Another short. Comes back out. Barth breaks that up. Oh! Close call, and the official down in the corner makes it. Not sure how he had a better angle than anybody else. So we'll have a face-off just outside the zone. Puck one to the side. Gets through Blaine. Guys in. Backhand. Shot. Huddy sucks that up. Coach with encouraging words. You may have heard them. Very specific in his directions. Puck played down low. Pickering to get it. He leaves the puck. Lets the man take him. Now Kaiser. Now Springer. Springer goes wide. Chips it in. Gets down low. Kid just falls. Tries to draw a penalty. Gets in the middle to Barth. Barth spilling. Now Florida's going to come away with it. Barth knocks it away. Kaiser goes down low. Now to Lacasse. It bounces on him. He keeps it in. Got time. Plays it down low to Kaiser. Comes off the boards. Oh, Kaiser plays it to the middle. Hacked back. Lacasse gets a stick lifted. Given tracks back. They head in. Played to the middle. Kid misses the bouncy sauce pass. Now Springer. Springer finds Barth. Miller and Stanley on. Goes to the other side. Comes to the near side. Kicked in mistakenly. And Lacasse back to get it. Comes to the middle. Gets played out by Pennington. Shot. Caleb kicks that out wide. Given over to get it. Now it goes back down low. Berryman to get it. Noah's going to tie it up. Now it comes loose. Noah comes in front of the goal. 5 seconds. Off the wall. Shiloh. Can't get it. Oh. Just misses Stanley at the end. So as we know from earlier, we'll have a 5-minute 3-on-3 in just a minute. So 2-2 after 3. Goals by Berryman and Pennington. A special birthday wish today to Joe. Brian, is it 25 or 26 for Joe?
Well, he's older than me, that's all I know.
So 26 because Brian's 25. So happy birthday, Joe. Glad you get to spend it in the place that you love, an ice rink. All right. So 5 minutes on the clock. 2-2 is our score. We're going to have pitcher Pickering Schultz.
Let's go, boys.
So again, overtime's all about possession. Puck dropped, tied up. Now Florida kicks it forward, and they go back in. Played up. Ooh, kid almost loses it. Has to return back to the D zone. Now he's going to take it in. Stops. Takes it in again. Now we switch. He goes around Cooper, shoots into the... Caleb got it on the shoulder, I think, because it went high into the netting. Helmet. He's working on something. Oh, we're just taking a break. Pitcher back to the dot. Puck tied up. Push forward. Now comes forward. Schultz resets. There we go. Control. Leaves it for Pickering. Pickering's going to go forward. He's going to keep going forward. Shoots it on goal. Now he gets it down low. Now pitcher. Pitcher. Going to reset. Going to leave for Schultz, but defenseman gets it in his skates. Mike's got it covered. Still has it in his skate. Now it comes out. Now they're going to break in. Guy turns. Turns again. No one's paying attention as he skated by 2. Played in. They skate in. Over to the wall. Now the guy comes around. Leads it. Mike breaks that up. Now they're battling. Now Schultz has it. Pickering. Oh, Pickering has it slide off his stick. Schultz there. Now it goes far side. They were just trying to wait so people could change. Yep. Puck comes out. Barth has to go by himself. Heads in. Goes wide. Stops. Lets people hop on. Goes across to Berryman. Oh, and it slides off his stick. Berryman has Barth. The goalie tries to get it. Barth there. Now it comes to Florida. Blaine has to back out because he's the only one back. Now they're in 2-on-1. Nope, 1-on-1. They go for a change. Kid goes wide. Stick gets it into the top netting. 2:32 left in overtime. Barth to the dot. Schrader Berryman. Barth comes out. Control is a key. Barth goes wide. Stops. Finds Berryman. Berryman walks him. Now goes back wide. Looks for help. Now it comes back out of the zone, which in overtime's fine. Just need to reset. Blaine waiting for help. Has Jack and Springer. Now resets. And Springer comes forward. Goes wide. D-Man goes for a change. Now he goes in the corner. Gets tied up. Along the wall. He needs to get back to the D. Now he's turning. Still turning. Comes away with it. Still has it. Brownie looking for a call as Springer was getting belly hugged around. Now Florida heads in, gets a step, shot. Caleb kicks it. Florida thought it went in, and it was just sitting there by his pad. Oh, Jack gets popped. Now back around. Flogger to get it. Now it comes to Springer. Springer moves it to Ben. Ben heads in. Forwards are going to change. Ben's in by himself. Puck slides on him. Now we got forwards back on D. Brock and Shiloh. They switch. Both kids go. So they switch. Both kids go to one side. They go far side, back to the near side, and score. So Carshield falls 3-2 in overtime. We will wait to see when we play tomorrow. It may be quite early based on seedings and where we may end up. So Carshield